Hello everyone. Well, I just lost yet another video. Sometimes when I make them on the webcam, the YouTube webcam, I don't know what's happening. It'll go black. I have to push reconnect and it will seem like it finished, but then when I go to my dashboard or my it ends up not coming up and I have no idea. And like I said, I've got so much going on. I need to really get this computer thing together. I've lost so many videos, and I know perhaps they're still in my computer somewhere, but I had replied to many of the things that Anna, which I haven't finished the video yet. You know, you get so much that comes at you as you're hearing someone, you know, in their video, many things they say, and so I sit there and I comment all through them. But she had said many things, and there's just, because a lot of, you know, Anna was one that I had heard confirmation in, that we all have to learn these things on our own. There would be things that she'd go off on that, yes, I have tasted these things, I have, you know, we're all on this journey. That's just the bottom line. And we all learn as each of us receives, as each of us is able to receive. But the thing is, you know, because there's one teacher. And now, and I didn't speak, and I just said, hopefully I can find that video, but like there's many, you know, we've each learned in our, you know, as a spirit taught each of us. And like I didn't speak through the revelation. I would speak if it was a comment of something I knew, but the things that was deeper and higher, I did not speak on them. Yeah, I did not. If I didn't have the answer, if I wasn't stable in the word, I just, you know, and I came to the point where I did not try any longer to, because I've done it for long. You know, I've sought out the truth. I've delved into the dark sayings and the meaning of everything. And I came to the point where I chose to seek out the kingdoms of heaven, the riches of heaven, the treasures of heaven. And because I knew if I would find what was right, then I would understand what was not right. You know, if you know the truth, then the falsehood is not hid. So a lot of times I would turn off these, you know, ones as Anna, not speaking against her. It's just if it was something I myself was avoiding, then, you know, I'm not, to just watch someone else speaking of these things was doing me no good. Even she said it herself, that people was drawn in to the dark sayings. And but anyway, what I see now, and it's the same with even Lively. Lively had given me confirmations I had waited and heard from no other. You know, we've heard confirmations in each of us. That's when we've each received understanding of the Spirit, and then we each hear each other speaking the same things. But now I'm seeing, you know, the unity being formed. I'm seeing through it all, we're each learning. Individually, we're each learning and coming to understand the same things. That we've not had any man teaching us. We've all learned of one Spirit. And I said many things in the last video. That's confirmation right there. That's spirit confirmation when no man has taught us. And we know we've each learned these things, you know, on our own. Well, not on our own, being, you know, taught a spirit. And then we hear one another coming with the same gospel, understanding the same things. See, each of us, most of us that have been on this journey have started with similar beliefs that had been instilled and indoctrinated in us. So when we began to look through the scriptures and seek it out, we all had much of the same things, but we all began to see something else being spoken, and it was that, it was a trial, but like many things that Anna just told in her story, my story is what it is titled. Just I have received and come to understand many of the same things. When she speaks of, but see, a lot of times people speak too quickly where they haven't fully understood, and then they speak wrong. Then they have to be corrected. They have to correct themselves, correct their word later. I chose to not speak before I understood. She spoke of the prophecy of Christ, and I'm not saying the exact same words, that the Christ that we now, the testimony, it comes alive in us. It is fulfilled within us. See, there was the way, the truth, the life. It was shown to us. It was an example was given to us. But all who would be of Christ would become that way, truth, and life. That was the example that all should walk. We were showed, and even how it is writ, when Christ spoke, all things concerning me, and that was written in the prophets and in the Psalms, must needs be filled. There was many things that had need to be fulfilled, that has not been fulfilled, and was not fulfilled then. That was the example, that all must be fulfilled. What else did Anna say in that? Oh, so many things. And how she had spoken about how her viewers was lured through the dark sayings and through the if you want to draw, and I found that myself too, although I haven't really looked into how to draw people to view, because I'm just putting it out. I don't hardly know how to run all this YouTube stuff, but I found out quickly that if you put those key words, that will draw, and it's like Revelation is one, Armageddon, doctrines of demons, just any dark saying, dark word, you put it in there, they're going to be drawn to your videos. And Anna was saying that's what her viewers wanted, and that's how they was deceived, or is that the word she used? And drawn to her, and I thought there is truth to that. I found that is what they're drawn to, but I knew that my viewers, even though some perhaps was drawn to a key word that I had put, that I placed, but they wasn't looking for the dark things. They was looking for the light. And so I thought that's only part true, that they would be drawn by the dark words, because you can put the words, good words there, and those who are looking for good and hope, they will be drawn the same. So that's only half true. But if you want to draw to yourself, there's good, yes, it's only half true. Because I thought, after I thought about it, because I had agreed that it was right, that yes, you draw them with those dark sayings and dark words, but that's not all true, because they are drawn by the light and good also. What else was she speaking of? And that's, and what people's putting out, what you put out, in many videos they're putting out, hell, destruction, Armageddon, and the world, rapture, all these things. You know, that's... I said it, so I just said this in about a 20-25 minute video, and now I'm trying to go back again, and I don't have time really. Not right now. I took the day off. I decided, because I had to work Saturday, I'm taking the day off to finish my work in the house that I didn't get to do. So, and I deserve it, believe me. But yeah, that's what most everyone on YouTube is putting out. And that's what others are taking in and eating up. But as the light and as the word is, you know, spoken rightly, the light will grow. And I even spoke on this a little bit. There was so much I agreed to in her video. Even of the finding of the Christ within. You know, you hear the story and you're told the story, and, you know, you're told the myth and the fable of it, the carnal version of it, but then you live it within. You find that's why those who are found written in the book, those who have Christ written within them, those who are hearing one another speak, those who have opened the book and heard their life in the book, that's the one Spirit. That's the Spirit that binds us together, that joins us together, unites us, that we share in. You know, it's people have looked to the carnal and to the doctrines and have not seen the real. And I know a few of us, I don't understand all things the Father's, you know, that has been ordained, but some of us was ordained to be the first fruits in a sense. I don't know if we'd call us the first fruits. First fruits I see here today. And when we become ripe, then we give. We give of our fruit. And, you know, I think some of us had to go through this ordeal. You know, that light and truth could be found and understood and shared today. And others who will receive, they won't have to go through the ordeal. There is a whole generation of children and people now that don't even have doctrines. They have forsaken, you know, the church has failed them. The church has, they have turned away from all of it because they have not heard nothing sound. They are better off to hear the word now than the ones who is filled, like even as ourselves was, with the doctrines. Those who will hear the word and desire that love and that hope that is in the word and the life, they will be able to receive it because they don't have all the doctrines blocking them. They don't have the enmity within them. The enmity in man is the very thing that they hold to, and they have believed. But they believe, say this thing of thyself, or did others tell it thee of me? You know, what you believe what you've been told, and it is the very doctrines that you hold to that is enmity against Christ. The carnal understandings that will not allow you to see and understand the way, the truth, the life in fullness. There's many things that have been misunderstood through mistranslation and false teaching. And but those who will desire and seek after, those who, you know, it wasn't an easy journey. But I know that I'm getting a little off. Because you're coming up against the world. You know, when you choose to seek out what is right and true, you're forsaking everything that the world has put into you and told to you, and you are seeking better. And It is a great battle. But our victory is in Christ. And that was the whole purpose, that there could be victory. And that is why some was set aside for today, for now. I've known my whole life that I was set aside, and I knew that I would understand. And I knew from even as a child, and then but I had that love and that relationship with the Christ that I knew, and with the Jesus that I knew. And when the church, I understand things now, but when the church and all, they all give me, the doctrines was shoved down my throat. It was that spirit that I held already that was, denied what they said. Although they was telling me that I'm denying what they are saying, no, it was the spirit in me denying. And I always held on. As long as the Christ I knew was true, then I knew that that word and that love that I knew would get me through. And that love and that word that I knew has gotten me through. It was none of my own works, only my faith. And that faith in me was Christ in me. See, that's what's been hidden. Christ has always been. But man has misunderstood and misconstrued all things concerning Christ. I know this isn't the greatest video. The one was a little bit better. I had spoken of more of the things that she had touched on. And I had, also spoke how it makes people hopeless. All the preaching and teaching and the end of days and end of the world. There is the scripture that says world without end. You might want to put in the, well, that's kind of getting off, but they have people hopeless. It's all going to end. The destruction's going to come. And all these things make people not have hope to do what's right today. I don't know tomorrow, and if I don't know what is on tomorrow, as long as I've been studying to know, and as long as the Spirit has been working in me, if I don't know, there's very few who could possibly know. So if I don't know tomorrow, I doubt that many of you out there could possibly know what happens tomorrow. But I was told to do what I know today. I was told we was given all that we need. And if I believe tomorrow that the world would end, as many people do, what hope would I have to try to make things better today? This is exactly what the world and the false religions want you to believe. You won't try to lift up your brother or anyone if you have no hope. Why even try? If tomorrow we die, that's what the world wants you to believe. So I say, if you don't live today, do what is right today, walk in the steps in the leading of Christ today, do the works of Christ today in your life. See, they've made it hard and confusing. It is not a hard and confusing thing to do what is right. Man has been blocked from every good thing through their twisting of their mind. And when you see how simple everything truly is and should be, it's how ridiculous what religion has done and taught and how people have believed it. How ridiculous it was that I had struggled my whole life for these ridiculous things that man has falsely proclaimed. And I know that's not the greatest, I'm, like I said, I just made a video and lost it, and, you know, just bear with me as I begin. Um, I'm going to do a couple of things in the house, so Steve don't think I'm just sitting here making videos all day, and then hopefully a couple hours I can come back and maybe put out, something from the, beginning, maybe begin my testimony, like some things that I want to, sometimes I think I need to start at the beginning to, show you the path that I went. But then again, I don't know, but I hope to come back today. I'm filled up, and I get, every time you just hear so, when I'm watching another video, you get so many things you want to say, and then I come here in front of the camera. I know it'll get better, it'll get easier as I begin, but I just get jumbled up, and I know I really do need to start just, even if it's just a small writing. I need to begin to write, to put these things out. Just a good word here and there, because as the truth is spoken, the light grows brighter, and more you will see, and more the unity. And there's going to be, I'm sure there will be some speaking against the light and the unity, but there is no judgment against right doing, and doing what is right, and doing what is right, and truth being spoken, unity just naturally will happen, and right thinking will naturally happen, because the old thinking will be put aside. It will be replaced. This whole world is destroyed because of wrong thinking and wrong teaching. It has grown dark, but the darkness is passing now, for the true light does shine now. It will shine in each of us, who will let their light be seen. And that light is Christ, that's been with us always, just as it was spoken. I hope this makes sense, and just bear with me. I love you all. Many blessings.